TexasJukeboxRadio.com.
Live from Corpus Christi, Texas, the sparkling city by the sea.
Broadcasting live from Corpus Christi, Texas on the all-new #1 Tejano Internet Radio.
TejanoJukeboxRadio.com. Bienvenidos aquí a través de Texas Jukebox Radio on what is it, mighty Monday afternoon. Got Mundo y el grupo Cielo out of Houston, Texas en la línea telefónica. We're going to be doing an interview with him on his latest CD aquí a través de Texas Jukebox Radio on this Monday afternoon. Las 3:07 minutos, running a little bit late like usual, but when you don't have enough arms and legs to do what I gotta do, sometimes it's very difficult. Been able to move the way I'm supposed to, pero gracias al Señor, I'm here. But anyway, bienvenidos aquí a la programación. Got Mundo coming up here shortly, right here on Texas Jukebox Radio. Gracias a toda la gente que nos acompaña allá en Facebook. Hola TDK, buenas tardes para Bonnie López que nos acompaña también ya hoy por la tarde. Buenas tardes, welcome to the show. Vamos a continuar y ahorita regresamos con Mundo y el grupo Cielo de Houston, Texas. Don't go away. cansé. Me canso nomás de oír, just imagine when I was playing it. Welcome in, vamos a darle la bienvenida aquí a Mundo y Cielo out of Houston, Texas.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Buenas tardes, Mundo. Y el grupo, no el grupo, pero es Mundo y Cielo de Houston, Texas. Welcome. I've known you here, for about 3 or 4 years?
Yeah, it's somewhere around 3 or 4, yeah.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
At the Tejano Roots in,
Yes.
In Alice.
In Alice, Texas, yes. And we took pictures together. It was a good crowd, though. I tuvo Ram, tuvo Art Tejerina, and full house, you know.
Yeah, it was. I got to meet a lot of people. It was nice that time. It was pretty cool.
Yep. So what's Mundo y Cielo doing nowadays after the pandemic?
Yeah, doing what everybody else is doing, man. I guess recovering. There's a lot of people trying to go back into the norm, whatever that means, right?
Get into the swing of things, though.
Yeah, so everybody's just trying to tune into what they were doing, and I've been trying to do that for the past year now. And at the same time, even though you come back, everybody's at their own pace, so it's kind of weird. Even if you want to pick up at your speed, you can't, because
You
others
can't,
are trying to
that's
catch
right.
up too.
But it's a CD. Hay que 10 canciones, 11 canciones, and it's a CD, and it's out in the market. It's all on all digital platforms, no?
Yes, sir.
All right. But you do some of these son originales tuyas, composiciones tuyas, ¿no? Propias.
Todas son.
Todas son.
Empecé escribiéndolas desde 2015.
Fíjate.
Es cuando empecé escribiendo.
And you got your own studio there too and everything. And I still want to go to Houston for some barbecue.
Yes, man. Last time I mentioned it to you, man. Whenever you're in town, that's the first thing we're gonna do is light up the pit.
Light up the pit. A quemar hueso, compa. Vamos a darle las gracias a Accordion Abuse, Evelyn Vasquez, Tony El Flaco también for doing the flyer. Did an awesome job. And the flyer and also también para Evelyn setting up this interview. I've been trying to get a hold of you también earlier, months back, to do an interview, but and then I called you one time and then you didn't know who I was, I guess, and you just hung up on me. Ya no, and then ¿Cómo andabas, Mundo?
It must have started with have you checked your vehicle warranty lately?
Oh no, it's one of those calls. Forget it. I don't want to talk.
Check your warranty.
Your warranty about to expire on your vehicle. Yeah, right.
It's me, Santos.
It's him. But anyway, do you have your own musicians, or do you use studio musicians? ¿O no grabas?
No, that's a good question. I actually have the guys that use me. We're able to use them on live performances. It's Jimmy Jam on the keyboards. We have Alex Elias on the bass. Mike Garcia, who helps us now. Prior to him was Jay Rios, who passed away. We lost him last year to COVID.
Man.
And but now Mike Garcia is the one that's helping us out, and we got Domingo Sandoval on the drums, and Ruben Loredo on the accordion.
You can't go wrong with Ruben.
No, Ruben's been there since day one. And we got Jay Vargas on the saxophone. Those are the guys right there, man. We've been doing a team effort to perform out live. And the studio recording was different people. Rick Rios from Houston. I think he's also with Aviso, if I'm not mistaken. But he plays with a lot of bands. Very talented individual. He's a good friend of mine. He helped me out, and the production was made in Jazz Track Studios with Nick Big Nash.
Big Nash, yes.
Yeah, we were in his studio, so he did most of the part, and Alex Elias is a bass player, but that man is a man of all trades. He does all kinds of instruments. He did most of the production on La Nueva Era, the one you have there.
And at the CD, do you have any videos on YouTube?
Yes, not on YouTube, but there is a video actually, but I've never shared it on YouTube. But it's a DVD on the actual copy, the physical copy. A lot of people don't know, the ones that have got a hold of the physical copy has a full CD album, and then you flip it, and then in the back of it, it's another CD, a compact disc, but it's a DVD. So there's a DVD of a video, the Ay Mujer, which is one of the cumbias that are in there. It's a video that we were able to produce. I had the privilege to write and direct the video. That was my first time ever doing that. But a lot of people were part of it. SAP Radio, DJ Fluffy was one of them. We had Ana Gonzalez from I guess she's from Victoria, Texas. Actually, it's a smaller town next to Victoria. And Luis Figueroa, and we had a friend of mine who's also involved in all type of video productions. John Q. And who else was there? We had Cipriano Ramirez, who let us use his shop. We had Gabriel Gonzalez, a few others that were a part of the production as well. It was fun, actually. We had a lot of fun. I think it was like 4 skits or 5, and we were able to make it happen. All in that video, little humor and drama and all kinds of stuff in that video. It was nice.
Are you planning on making another video on this CD?
I am. I've been thinking about it. There's a few. I'm actually I'm writing some new music as well, but I wanted to do one for Vuelve Mi Amar, which is the very first single.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of between that one and another one, the Deja Quererte. And I wanted to do a video for those because those rancheras they got a lot of story in it.
Right.
And those are usually perfect for video.
Mm-hmm. This one here, the one we're fixing to play ahorita, Deja Quererte.
Deja Quererte, yes, it's a ranchera, a nice upbeat ranchera.
Mm-hmm. And your compositions de la música, tú tienes, they're all different. Las cumbias rancheras, I mean, you can go from one song to the next, and they're all different, the arrangements on it. And you always have a different estilo, a different type of music when you do the arrangements on it. So, vamos a escuchar ahorita aquí Mundo y el grupo. Bueno, es Mundo y Cielo. I don't know why I'm looking at the song. It says Mundo y Cielo, Deja Quererte. I don't know why I'm getting this group from. But anyway, I guess I must be thinking of my groupies. Vamos. Esa risita no se te quita, ¿no? Let's see, Bonnie, hello, Santos. Linda Lopez, saludos, watching you on my lunch break. Well, thank you for your lunch break because you got a chance to see me. Also también para Juan Vega, saludos desde Monterrey con el conjunto Digno. All right. Saludos, Juan, allá de Monterrey, México, con el conjunto Digno. Eve Cárdenas, hola, Santos, hello to your guest. You all sound great, loud and clear. Thank you. All right. Nunca me cayó el micrófono que ordené ayer. They said it would be here today. So, también para Norma Salazar, hello from Holland, Michigan. También Royal Ibarra, thank you for time to get me started on my DJ Christian radio station. Did you ever get it? Hoy nomás. Thunder Boomers, DJ Key, no se asuste. supposed to be thunderstorm this afternoon, and I think it's coming in because I can hear that thunder boomers. Pero vamos a escuchar la selección aquí con Mundo y Cielo, y se llama Deja Quererte, right here on Texas Jukebox Radio. Ya las 3 con 20 minutos. Good afternoon.
Acariciarte cada vez que estás conmigo. Déjame amarte y decirte lo que siento solo por ti, mi amor. Por ti, mi amor. Por ti, mi amor.
Alright, vamos a continuar aquí con más música. Acaban de escuchar la música con Mundo y Cielo con Deja Quererte. Alright, vamos a mandar saludos muy especialmente. Vamos a ver, where was I? Right here. And Joe Lopez will be back there at the end of the month. Need to meet up with you. Alright, Joe Lopez, allá de Dallas, Texas. Also también saludos at his Sweet Doing Awesome Santos. Also también para Royal Ibarra up at Woodridge Nursing Center. También Elizabeth Ramos, hello, up in Annabelle, Texas. Bienvenidos todos ustedes aquí a través de Texas Jukebox Radio. Loretta McCarthy, puedo comenzar a hablar. How come I am seeing one of my, from Luis Cepeda? Puedo comenzar aloud. Oh yeah, anybody can put anything in there. Maybe you're blocked, Loretta. I don't know. But bienvenidos aquí a través de Texas Jukebox Radio. Estamos hablando aquí con Mundo y Cielo, out of Houston, Texas. Y vamos a escuchar otra selección aquí, pero vamos a hablar un poquito más tocante de este CD. This you recorded what, last year, before the pandemic?
It was right before the year they restricted everyone.
Yeah.
What is that, 2019 or 20?
20?
19.
Los últimos de 19 and early 20.
Ándale. Entonces se terminó a mediados del 19 y ya no pude organizar nada. Fíjate, I haven't even done the CD release party either. Por lo mismo, that
Why don't you do it here in Corpus?
I want to do it somewhere.
Well, let's do it.
And I'm trying to get it done, and I want to do more than one. I was planning to do more than one CD release party.
Uh-huh.
Because yo he tenido mucho apoyo, gracias. Like even in Corpus, I tenido mucho apoyo ahí y en San Antonio y en el Valle. And
We'll do one in each one.
Yeah, so I was thinking.
Just do a radio tour, CD release party, todo el mes,
Ándale.
and take it from there.
Because
you can't go wrong with it.
Yeah, right, exactly. And a lot of people too, where in up north, man, in Michigan and Ohio, I had some friends out there too that very supportive. I was very surprised. I think I did the last paper I did was 2018. No, 2017. And when I did that, I met so many people from up north, Ohio, Idaho, Michigan, y mucha gente que sigue la música tejana y conjunto. And they came up to me and they said, "We love your music." And I was like, "Are you serious?" I was surprised that they had that kind of following up north.
Yeah, up towards Michigan, Chicago, todo eso para allá, Ohio, el grupo de Cielo out of Toledo, Ohio, they're awesome group.
A while back, I remember my family used to, and this is kind of funny, but I want to just talk about a little bit about this of La Raza que está allá in Michigan, for instance. I remember years back in the, I want to say the mid-80s, something like that. My family used to go to Michigan para la Vizca.
Sí.
And in those days, Michigan was, pues ahí no había mucha raza, que digamos, de mucha gente hispana. Había gente que iba de visita. You could tell they were also part of the agricultural, groups. So they had camps. And so I remember we used to go. We're a big family. Nosotros somos 12. So my dad used to take advantage and take all his employees with him. Y nos íbamos, la mayoría, íbamos para allá. We'll pick blueberries, apples, asparagus. We did fresas. And I remember at times when we used to go to these camps. So many families were from the valley. A lot of them. Most of them. Some from Florida. But most of them were from Texas. And most were from the valley. And I remember then that, of course, there was not so many people that were, residing in Michigan.
Michigan, right.
Entonces yo me acuerdo que en esos campos mucha de esa gente se quedó allí. They left their kids to go to school there. Of course, we came back to Houston. That's where we've always lived. Nomás nos íbamos para las temporadas. And when we came back, people would stay. They stayed there to live. And now you got second generation now. People over there, they stay there. Now there's so much raza, and I guess it's kind of funny because la gente del valle que vivía allá se quedó allá y se llevó todo, se llevó la música y la cultura y ahora mucha gente es lo que sigue allá, la música tejana.
Well, it's just like in Colorado. I was up there for about 12 years in Greeley, Colorado. También ahí estaba el pepino, el pepino, la papa, la sandía, peanuts, I mean everything.
I mean, I'm not saying that there was never raza there, but the agriculture had a lot to do with how all these families migrated up.
They migrated up there and they stayed there and they raised families.
They did their music.
Yeah, but como quiera, they were still musically inclined. Si eran músicos, tocaban músicos. The grandparents, their fathers, and then sons took over, and it just became generation after generation.
Now, you know, the El Valle used to be very hard on Tejano.
Yes.
And they're not as much now.
No.
Por eso digo que esa wave se les fue para allá para el norte.
Se fue.
So now allá Tejano's hitting live and well.
Yes.
Clear, allá ya lo tienen bien vivo. Not that it's not live in Texas.
Are you planning on going out así para fuera del estado on tour?
Have I thought about it, sir?
Yes.
Yes. Especially when the first the Vuelve a Amar came out, because I received a few emails and other notifications, and on Facebook as well, and on Messenger. I started getting all these images of people's, or where they screenshot their countdowns. And Vuelve a Amar was number one in a few. It was number one in Nuevo Mexico, number one in Florida, it was number one in Ohio, and number one in California. And I was like, wow. And it was in Texas, but it wasn't number one in Texas, but it was number one everywhere else. And I was like, that's kind of weird. You know, and that at that time I was like, you know, it would be great to reach out to all the other states. You know, in Texas you can hover around, but in all the other states were really inviting, and I did contemplate, but I never organized, you know, anything like that.
Wow. Vamos a escuchar otra selección aquí en este lunes por la tarde. Estamos entrevistando a Mundo y Cielo de Houston, Texas. Esta es una cumbia y la selección intitulada Ay Mujer. This is casi one of the first released off of the CD that we played here on Texas Jukebox Radio. Que siempre pegó la canción esta cumbia aquí, and it's still getting airplay right here. Mundo y Cielo con Ay Mujer.
Ay mujer, ay mujer, ay mujer, ay mujer. Ese corazón como el tuyo, que me alegra y me hace llorar, y me vuelve a enamorar, que me alegra y me hace llorar, y me vuelve a enamorar. Su ausencia me atormenta, porque quiero estar junto a ti, pero cuando estás a mi lado, mejor prefiero morir. Pero cuando estás a mi lado, mejor prefiero morir. Ay, mujer, ¿qué tienes por dentro? ¿Cómo me hace sufrir? Como una flor hermosa y las espinas están ahí. Ay, mujer, ¿qué tienes por dentro? ¿Cómo me hace sufrir? Como algo tan hermoso, con su veneno voy a morir. Como algo tan hermoso, con su veneno voy a morir. Quiero estar junto a ti, pero cuando estás a mi lado, mejor prefiero morir. Pero cuando estás a mi lado, mejor prefiero morir. Hay mujer que tienes por dentro, como me hace sufrir, como una flor hermosa y las espinas están ahí. Hay mujer que tienes por dentro, como me hace sufrir, como algo tan hermoso, con su veneno voy a morir. Como algo tan hermoso, con su veneno voy a morir. Con sabor, Mundo y Cielo. Ay, mujer, ay, mujer, ay, mujer, ay, mujer. Ya no puedo más, mujer, no puedo más de ti. Ay, mujer, ay, mujer, ay, mujer. Pero retírate, mujer. Ya no puedo tenerte aquí. Ay, mujer, ya no te aguanto más. Ya déjame, no quiero sufrir.
Vamos a una de las más recientes grabaciones, Hay Mujer con Mundo y Cielo, out of Houston, Texas, Mundo Torres y Cielo, Houston, Texas, in the house, en la línea telefónica hoy por la tarde. And you were telling me that there's a story behind this song.
Ay Mujer.
Ay Mujer, yeah.
All the songs have a story, but this in particular was the reason why we did the video.
You did a video on this one, yeah.
That's the reason why we did the video. We couldn't pass up the opportunity.
Y esa mujer, Ay Mujer.
Ay Mujer. Yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of songwriters, I don't consider, I've never labeled myself as a songwriter. I did write my songs, but the reason I say it is because people that are devoted and dedicated to the songwriting are very articulate, and you know they've done it for years. And some writers don't even get credit sometimes because they don't sing their own literature. And so again, I wrote this song, you know, and I wrote it because there was an experience that I had with a person whom I dated. She was just too much for me, and she partied too much. And when it was time to go to sleep, she didn't want to sleep. She just wanted to keep going. And then there were times I was like, "Are you not normal? Can you just go to sleep? Like you can't just be out here running around like it's 3 in the afternoon." You know, it was like excess in everything. She was too much, and it was funny because.
That's what you call a party doll.
Yeah, man, and I don't get me wrong, you know, I'd stay up late, and when, you know, but when it was time to sleep, it was time to sleep. And this person just didn't have a timer. She was just
24/7.
Yeah, she was a 7-Eleven. Anyway, so I contacted Ana Gonzalez, who's also, you know, she does modeling, and I asked her, I talked to her, but it was a few people that I reached out to, a few girls. I invited them to be a part of the video, and of course these girls are either, you know, in photography, or I would see them on Facebook, whether they were doing something, but I knew they were active, you know, in presentations. So I reached out to a few, and most of them, of course, they were asking, what kind of video is this? You know, every time you tell them that, hey, would you like to be in a video in production we're working on it, and I'll give you more details if you're interested. And then, so most of them were saying, well, what kind of video is this? I'm like, I don't video, I don't music, it's a cumbia, and we need a girl who can just casually be in there. You're not going to come out, you know, walking down a runway like a model. You don't have to play a role, and you're basically in that video. You're like, you're the girlfriend of the guy, and you know it's not inappropriate or anything. but it's an adult Tejano video, so you know, be open for certain things. And most of them said, well, I'll let you know, and another one said, no, I can't, because my husband, after I sent the song though too, you know, I said, here's the song. And they were like, well, my husband thinks that it might be inappropriate. That's cool, we respect that. But it never wasn't, it was just, I guess they were listening to the song. And finally we ended up getting Ana Gonzalez, and she was like, yeah, my husband is cool, you know, with this song, and I'll do it. And she did. She came all the way from Victoria, and matter of fact, she heard in San Antonio, she said she started asking questions, like, have you heard of Mundo, Cielo? She was in some, working with some people that are modeling in San Antonio. So she reached out to people there that in San Antonio that are part of, you know, what they do. And hey, this Tejano man is going to do a video. She asked a friend. And she goes, girl, I know somebody that knows these Tejano bands, and I'll find out if they're cool or not. And she called me back and she said, hey, my friend says, you know, you guys are cool, man, and this and that. I was like, I don't know. You know, at the time I was barely coming out, but I didn't know people already had knew me. So she felt comfortable, and she did. She came down to Houston, and we ended up doing it, and we did the roles, and I told her what she had to do. I said, man, you gotta act like, you know, that the one that you're the girl that's in the middle of the circle that they're going like, that's the one. You're gonna be that little fireball right there.
There you go.
In every scenario, for instance, there's one part of the scenario where I'm in a shop and I'm eating a taco. And she comes up to me and she grabs me, and supposedly that's when she met. She grabs me, she looks at me, and then she winks, and she grabs me by my neck and turns me around, and she kisses me.
Ándale.
And then, but right before she kissed me, she grabs my taco from my hand and takes the bite out of it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, whoa, yeah. And she turns me around and she walks out, y me va todos los lips pintados de la cara y todo, right? And she just walks off, and everybody in the shop is looking at her like, dang, you know, because she was the only girl there, nothing but guys, y el otro tenía la boca abierta, y creo que estaba el niño y su papá, y los dos estaban con la boca abierta mirando a la girl walking by, and I was like, oh, it was a funny video, man. But, yeah, it was based on a true story, man, and that's wow. I had to explain to them.
Ay, mujer.
Yeah.
Vamos a andar todos going para Rose González, dice hello, Santos Leal en Mundo Torres de Houston, Texas. Also también para Flora Barrientos, que se los está viendo en Facebook desde Greeley, Colorado. Awesome, Santos. Thank you, Flora. Saludos para ustedes y gracias a toda la gente. Norma Salazar también. Laura Sainz, hello, la promotora de 2021. Also también para Loretta McCarthy, también que los acompaña allá del Valle. Roel Ibarra, Joe López, Elizabeth Ramos, Norma Salazar, Yves Cárdenas, Juan Vega de Monterrey. Vamos a irlo rápidamente aquí para escuchar otra selección. Esta se llama También Te Amo, una ranchera con Mundo y Cielo. Aquí está para todos ustedes. Lo están viendo aquí streaming live on Facebook. Also recording it from my YouTube channel, Texas Jukebox Radio.
También te amo, también te quiero y siento lo mismo por ti. Estar junto a ti, no hay nada en la vida que pueda pedir, contigo tengo todo mi amor, este amor que yo siento, lo que siento es verdadero por ti, has llenado lo mismo por ti, diciendo que te amo, también te quiero y que siento lo mismo por ti.
Alright, la música de Mundo y Cielo con También Te Amo on this Monday afternoon, just creeping up on that 4 o'clock hour, las 3:47 minutos. Una vez más, aquí está Mundo Torres out of Houston, Texas, y Cielo. Welcome back, Mundo. It's always a pleasure. You know, since when we talked last was at the Hunter Roots Museum inductees awards in January. That's been what, about 3 years, 4 years? What?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And I got my sons up there in Houston, Michael and Keith. I'm gonna go see them when I go real soon. I'm gonna take me a trip up there, and because that barbecue's still on.
It's still on.
It's still on, and we're gonna jam out there.
Yes.
Vamos a irnos aquí rápidamente con Mundo y Cielo con otra. This is una cumbia que se llama Perdóname. What can you say about this song here?
Perdóname is a very simple message. It's a song. It's of course, the man is seeking forgiveness from the person he loves or cares for. And I wrote it 2017, and right towards the end of this actually grabación that we did, I had kind of pre-recorded in the studio. I didn't want to lose the feel for that song because a lot of times when you get songs like this, people tend to turn them into baladas because of the message. They can go, to a soft tone or whatever. But I didn't want to do that. I thought it was a real nice cumbia, slow beat, and it's a real nice song. I shared it with my friends without telling them that I wrote it, and they were like, "Hey man, that's a nice song, man."
So this day, how many songs have you written?
Written that I put out or total?
Total.
I have about 20 songs.
Oh.
That I've written. Only 11 are out. So I got about another 9 more that I'm working on. A few cumbias, slow ones. I did one English country song in this album.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to go back into the studios and try to start another CD?
Yes. I'm gonna throw out some singles, but I wanna shoot for an English production because I love R&B, I love oldies, and I love country. I don't know what style that you're gonna call that, but I want to put out some music that I like.
I've got a internet radio station, my oldies but goodies .live.
But like I said, I wouldn't know what category they fit in. I'm just gonna write them and let people enjoy them.
Yeah. But that's I've noticed that on the Tejano scene, there's a lot of people coming out with some of the old stuff, oldies, bringing back saxophones, todo pitos, and all that. So it might come back. It's making a comeback. But I think this year, a ver cómo nos va con el pandemic del COVID and see what's. But I think this year it's going to be the turnaround for Tejano music. It's going to blow out.
Time to sit there at their houses, and if they used to write music, they weren't doing it before, but now they are because they got nowhere to go.
And so much talent out there now.
Oh yeah. There's so much talent, but people don't. People with the talent, they don't. For some reason, they get discouraged. I don't know if it's because of time, lack of time, or competition, or they feel that I had it one time, but I don't got it no more.
Like me, I thought I was just gonna do radio and that's it. I've been in this business 45 years. Este mes completé 45 años en radio y en televisión y 14 años en el internet y 8 estaciones. But now I'm going a little bit further. I'm doing music production. I'm doing, like I say, I play drums, I play bass, y accordion. I'm doing some tracks for 2 or 3 groups in Monterrey, Mexico. I've even recorded 3 songs, and I'm composing songs también. So, I mean, I'm expanding so much that that's why I no duermo, because I'm always doing something.
Well, people don't know you do all that. You know, sometimes.
No, they don't. They know that they know I can sing because I sing with the mic on, you know. Oye, dije apenas salió la canción y ya la sabe la canción. Le dije, pues también I get it, I record it, I listen to it, y cuando la toco pues ya sé las palabras.
Well, that's the thing that a lot of people don't know, that people do certain things, and like, for instance, in your case, people don't know you sing and you're a musician, because we don't expose it.
Well, I never did expose it, and I never did talk about it, but it just got so big now that it's already into the thing, you know. And I'm just going with the flow.
No, your friends and family know you. Now, you can imagine so many people out there that don't do it, and if they do, nobody knows they got their talent because it's a hidden talent.
Yeah.
They'll play in the backyard. They'll hide in the room and do it. And sometimes because either they're afraid that they're not going to be recognized as a guitar player.
I was playing drums at the age of 8. Agarré una trash can y lo volteaba upside down with a big old pins with the razors, and I used to bang the heck out of them.
Y luego te gritaban, "Hey, ya cállate."
Yeah, pasívote ya. No, my mom would take away my drumsticks and hide them.
Yeah, that's what happens for every musician that's barely starting. You're gonna get some weird sounds in your house, and people are like, "Yeah, bájale el volumen, dile que se pongan los earplugs."
Or you know, when we used to jam in the garage, nomás se oían tracalada, no hombre,
y a rato salen Superstars y ay, sí, hijo, yo lo apoyaba.
Sí, yeah, right. Con earmuffs y todo. Vamos a escuchar aquí rápidamente, before we run out of time here, Mundo y Cielo con la cumbia Perdóname, right here on TexasJukeboxRadio.com.
Perdóname, yo sé que te fallé, no olvides que te amo, yo aquí te esperaré.
Vamos a mandar saludos con agua especialmente para Héctor de la Vega, también para Héctor Albarrán Arias. También bendiciones, buen amigo Santos Lea. Gracias por estar aquí con nosotros. Gracias por estarnos acompañando. Buenas tardes.
Que te fallé, tu mirada tan hermosa, eres un regalo de Dios. Nunca olvides que te amo, yo aquí te esperaré. Perdóname, yo sé que te fallé, no olvides que te amo, yo aquí te esperaré. Perdóname, yo sé que te fallé, nunca olvides que a tu lado ay, siempre yo estaré. sé que te fallé, no olvides que te amo, yo aquí te esperaré. Perdóname, yo sé que te fallé, nunca olvides que a tu lado, ay, siempre yo estaré. Perdóname, yo sé que te fallé, nunca olvides que te amo, yo aquí te esperaré. Perdóname, yo sé que te fallé, no olvides que te amo, yo aquí te esperaré. Perdóname, yo sé que te fallé, nunca olvides que a tu lado, ahí siempre yo estaré.
Big Bertha. Una vez más, buenas tardes. Estamos aquí con Mundo Torres y Cielo. Acaban de escuchar las selecciones con también. Perdóname. Alright. Vamos a decirlo rápidamente aquí. Vamos a ver si anybody's on there on Facebook. Porque ya. No. Ya Héctor de la Vega ya los mencioné. Una vez más, bienvenidos aquí a través de Texas Jukebox Radio. Estamos entrevistando el buen amigo de Houston, Texas, Mundo Torres y Cielo, aquí en esta tarde. And it's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. Ya tenemos tiempo que no hablábamos. Cuando me dijo, Evelyn dijo que you wanna bring him on. I'm ready. Just give me the time, date, so I can start working on it. We'll take care of it. Pero maybe next time you can come in and to the studio, and we'll do it all over again. Pero vamos a irlos rápidamente. Mándeme. Go ahead.
That was the whole purpose and the goal, that I was going to go see you personally.
Yes, we were going to do that, but then the pandemic came around and that cut us off completely. So, pero ojalá que ya muy pronto, con el otro CD que saques, when do you plan on getting this one out? Later on in the year, or the first of the year?
We'll see how things go this year. We're in the midst of the year, but we'll see how things start to unravel. I mean, I'm already on it. My hands are on it. So.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes, and once.
Well, you got all the elements, los estudios, de los músicos y todo, so you know.
Yeah. And that's another thing too. To try to get everybody organized on the time being, and that's really when the clock starts to tick. So right now, I just got to set up for it. I just got to strategize everything.
Alright, vamos a irlo rápidamente aquí, Mundo. Con otra selección aquí. Se llama Labios Sensuales. That I can vouch for that. And desde que salió la canción esta, I've always liked this song. It's got a nice beat, you can dance to it. Y me gusta. Aquí está Mundo y Cielo con Labios Sensuales. Para todos ustedes que nos acompañan en Facebook, buenas tardes. Un saludo para todos ustedes cordiales.
Es difícil olvidar esos labios es difícil olvidar esos labios tan sensual que me tienen confundido. Solo tú diste esperanzas para amar y tal vez así encontrar ese amor que siento por ti. Es aquí que me muero por besar esos labios tan sensual y ver tu cara angelical. Que me muero por besar hermosos labios tan sensual.
La música de Mundo y Cielo out of Houston, Texas on this mighty Monday afternoon con la canción Labios Sensuales. That's a beautiful song, man. I love that.
Labios tan sensual. Yeah,
Mhm.
nice. Very simple.
Very, yeah, to the point.
To the point. Al grano.
Yeah. I was gonna play that country one, but I'm gonna play another one real quick, and let me see if I can get that country one over here. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Vamos a irnos con otra selección aquí ya a las 4:06, and that's all right. I can go 2 hours if I have to. Okay. But vamos a irnos aquí con otra selección aquí. Mundo y Cielo con Vuelve a Amar. What about this song here?
We're running them out 2015, baby.
That's one of the first ones that you
The
wrote.
very first.
Ok. Vamos a escuchar aquí a través de Texas Jukebox Radio. Mundo y Cielo con Vuelve a Amar.
No quiero pensar, no te tengo aquí, porque te vas, mi corazón te anhela a ti. Quiero soñar, tenerte aquí en mis brazos, mis noches tan oscuras, lejos de tu amor. Solo quiero tener un minuto contigo. Vuelve a mí, acércate aquí, quiero estar contigo. No hay nadie como tú, eres sin igual. Tu calor es mi adicción, vuélveme a amar, vuélveme a amar. Quiero soñar, tenerte aquí en mis brazos, mis noches tan oscuras, lejos de tu amor.
Anyway, welcome back. We're gonna darle las gracias a Mundo for taking time to be with us this afternoon. It's always a pleasure talking to you, and you have some fantastic music. Te felicito, and I told you when te conocí, when you gave me that CD, I said, this CD is going to take you places.
Thank you, Santos.
You know, because, I mean, you write your music, you compose your music, arrange it, get in the studio, and get it done. You know. Y como te digo, todas las canciones son diferentes, arreglos, but you still, the mixing, es lo que es. You know, you can come out here with some dynamite musicians, but if the mixing's not done correctly, it's all for naught. Porque no te va a salir. You know,
Yeah.
you gotta have the ear for it. Y todo esto aprendido as I'm going along, and I've gotten into some programs to where I bust my head to get it, to figure it out. You know, and I do my drum beats y todo, record them. Ya los tengo ya todos. You know, but it takes time. You know, it's not an overnight thing. You got to do it over and over and over. You get the hang of it.
I think that time consuming, and you gotta have patience.
Yep. Bueno, una vez más, el mundo ya son las 4:11, así como se termina esta entrevista. And we're going to despedirlos ahorita. Y una vez más, gracias. Y gracias a Evelyn Vasquez for set up this interview. And like I said, next time, hopefully you'll be here in the studios live to where la gente te puede ver y conocerte también.
Yeah, for sure.
In person.
It would be an honor. It'd be my privilege. It would be an honor and a privilege for me. Thank you, Santos, as well. I mean, shoot, if it wasn't because of guys like you that love this music and support the artists, no one would hear it. You wouldn't have nobody listening to Mundo.
And I've always had your back. I've always been supportive of you here, and I'm still supportive of you. You know, we're
Thank
good
you so
friends.
much.
You know, because I mean, yo no te conocía. I think we met for the first time there in Alice. You know.
Yeah, that was the first time.
Yep. Because you gave me the CD right then and there, and we've been playing ever since. You know. So. Pero una vez más, gracias por habernos acompañado. Y esta que vamos a tocar es the country song.
Uh-huh.
Es Mundo y Cielo con Do You Miss Me? You want to send it out to anybody?
I wouldn't know who to dedicate it to. It's a song that kind of message of a broken relationship.
Vale.
So a lot of the reality of it, a lot of relationships do go through this. They're gonna probably relate to the song, whether they like it or dislike it. But
no era Santos Leal.
a lo mejor estas Santos se van a poner a llorar.
No, las güeras me estaban matando. Ahora ando buscando ando buscando a Big Bertha. Una de 450 libras, color de chapapote.
Hey, whatever floats your boat.
Esa es mi prieta linda. Bueno, gracias Mundo una vez más. Los dejamos aquí con Mundo y Cielo. Do You Miss Me? A little country for you.
Sometimes I wonder if there's a true meaning for the four-letter word. I could see it in your eyes, so dark and cold. I I don't think that you feel it anymore. There has been days where I held you tight. It wasn't even hard to show. But now there's no reason to get my way. I wish certain things had not never changed. Just to be sure, don't mind me if I ask, but why won't you just let me know? Do you miss me when I'm gone? Do you cry when you're alone? Doesn't matter if you wonder how come I'm not by your side. That's how I feel when you're gone, and it hurts so much inside. Don't you know what it means to love someone? That's how I feel when you're gone. Don't you know what it means to love someone? That's how I feel when you're gone. I never wanna lose you, no. That's how I